Greetings, everybody. I am Shallow Sunshine, and welcome to Wolfinia. This is episode 260 of my Minecraft survival series, and since I last saw you, I have been just cramming stuff into this storage system. I've added some temporary housing for items that are going to go in there. I've actually managed to get all of this stuff finally out of my way and into the storage system input, at least. It's not all put away yet. These are empty, which is good. We can load up another round of items to go in there. But this, it is still completely full and will probably take a while to get put away. This has involved some long AFKing, but you know what? It's worth it, and it's happening. So, before we start today's work, we're going to go ahead and load up another round of items into this storage system. And since I have emptied most of our masses of unorganized chest here in the Waterside district, we can finally start chipping away at some of the masses outside of it. So, if you'll recall, the mass of unorganized chest that was here in the Waterside district, that was only our newest mass of unorganized chests. There are plenty of other ones throughout the world, including this one right here, which has been the bane of my existence for quite some time. It's time to start getting rid of it. Now, I would just like to re-emphasize that these unloader things right here are not a permanent fixture of our storage system. These are basically just a temporary measure to make sure I can load up more stuff and have longer AFK sessions. They're just for convenience. Now, before we can actually set off for today, I do need to wait for my actual shulker box unloaders to unload the shulker boxes so we can take them with us. But once we're done with that, then we'll get off on our way. So, I do have one more thing on my shopping list that I have not managed to acquire yet in this world, and it's not even a new item. It's an old item. It's just one I haven't been able to get just yet. We're going to be making our way back to the mesa, but we're not going to the deep dark this time. We're going to be making our way into the Lush caves like we were supposed to do last episode and try to find some spore blossoms. Y'all need to get out of my way! Oh, y'all are lucky I don't have my frogs in here. Tell you what, I do need some frog lights. I'm gonna be back for y'all. Oh my goodness, those guys hit like a truck. So I think the Lush caves would probably be off in this direction somewhere. It is just a matter of finding, you know, a convenient way in and out. So I'm gonna fly around real quick and look for an opening. Stuff! You know what? The Lush caves can wait a few minutes. You know why? Because we got stuff right here, and stuff takes priority. Man, y'all know I get easily sidetracked. It's fine. Just roll with it. That might actually be what we're looking for. That is a good sign. This seems a little out of place, you know? So seeing as I could also use a little bit of rooted dirt, what do you say we dig down and see where this takes us? Man, this dirt goes down forever. How deep does this actually go? Hey, there's a good sign. We're pretty deep down here right now, and I'm finally hearing some cave dwellers, which means we are close to a cave, at least. Fingers crossed it's a Lush one. Oh, we are super close. We are super duper close. Okay. All right. Excellent. So we're going to be dealing with some nonsense here for a few minutes while I try to get this area lit up. But you know what? Nothing that we can't handle, right? Come on. All right. We'll get some torches down, then we'll do a little exploration. No! Stop it! Shallow Sunshine does not have the time for your nonsense! God! Ridiculous. And just trying to clear his inventory out. Senseless. I see a little bit of Lush Cave. I don't see a whole lot of it, but this might be... Yeah, this might be just a small section of a much larger cave system. So I think it's time we do a little bit of resource collection. Now, we do have, like, clay and stuff available to us. I might collect... Probably not any of this stuff. But I might collect some clay. I might get some drip leaf. I might get some copper, some iron, whatever incidentals we come across. Probably collect some of this moss up as well, make it a full resource gathering session. The main thing I'm looking for, though, are spore blossoms. Hopefully, we have some around here. Yeah, look at this guy right here. That's what we want. We got a few to choose from, so that's good. Yeah, we'll make it a full resource gathering thing. I think at this point, what we're going to do is go ahead and call the drone on out here, put on a little bit of music, and get to collecting. Welcome back, everybody. I think we've got what we needed from the Lush Caves. I mean, there's still plenty of stuff here, obviously, but I think we do have what we need, including 16 spore blossoms, which is an adequate amount, I guess. And we also got, just a bunch of other kind of randomness, stuff we already had, but stuff we could always use more of, even though I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with this all. But that's fine. It kind of justifies the trip out here. I should also mention that we also managed to stumble across an abandoned mine shaft, which I am not going to take the time to explore, mostly because I don't feel like having to deal with the spiders. But now I am ready to get back home to good old Wolfinia, where we will be staying for at least a little while, because I am so over traveling right now. This is ridiculous! Ridiculous, I say! Oh, y'all just wait till I'm ready to harvest frog lights. Y'all are gonna regret this day! So, with these latest few additions, we should be pretty good as far as all the stuff we're sorting for here in our storage system. I don't know if I've expressed to you guys how happy I am with this thing, though. Like, this is the storage system of my dreams, and I am so, so happy with it. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and load it up once more, and then we'll talk about what we're actually going to be building today, because yes, we are going to be building today. You know, once all these chests are gone, once everything is actually put away in an organized manner, I might even ask Mr. Wolfens to declare a holiday here in Wolfinia. I mean, if any occasion here in the city warrants a holiday, a day to celebrate, it's the day we finally get all these random chests gone. Now, I've been saying we're going to do some work over at the flower farm area. I'm thinking we're probably not going to do that right now, since I did mention I want to stay here in Wolfinia for a while. And what I really want is a place to call my own here. Yeah, Sawyer's collecting wood for me. Just kind of ignore that. Ignore the explosions right now. In fact, let's go over here and talk. So, I've been thinking I need my own place here in the Waterside district of Wolfinia, and after looking around here and kind of scouring the area, I think the best location for me to call my home is probably right up here, right above the storage system, because that would just be super convenient. A dream come true, really. But this structure would also have to be attached to this structure right here, because there's not really gap in between them. So we would have to figure out how to connect these two structures together. And since the redstone storage building is going to be smaller than this building, I'm thinking I might want to start with that, because I'm lazy. And I think as far as the block palette for our redstone shop in the Waterside district, which is also our redstone storage building, it's going to be a lot of copper. Basically, I think I might want to start using copper for all of our visible redstone contraptions, just because it's a metal that's fairly cheap that we can get a lot of fairly easily, because it does give us pretty decent return upon breakdown with fortune. Did I say decent return? I meant amazing. Oh my goodness. Copper is great. I love copper. Copper, 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 copper. Now, as far as other blocks we're going to use to construct this building, I'm thinking jungle wood is probably a pretty good bet as far as wood goes. Let me just kind of put it right here real quick next to this thing and just see what I think of it. That could work. That could work. It's a possibility, at least. Now, we're not currently harvesting jungle over at the tree farm, but I do have some jungle available over here, I believe, because I should have plenty of it in my makeshift wood section right here. Yeah, there we go. And as far as what Sawyer is harvesting for us, you can see here we're getting a lot of spruce, because spruce is what we're going to be using for the main building, the place I'm going to eventually call home. And we are going to need a lot of that stuff. You know what? I think before I get around to the redstone storage building, I do kind of want to see how the mix and match stages of copper work on a larger scale. So I think I'm going to finally get around to this. I'm going to finally get around to varying up the copper blocks here, just so I can get an idea of what exactly I'm getting myself into. Yeah, you know what? I'm liking this. I'm liking this so far. We're gonna give our bees some work to do. No more freeloading. They're gonna need to be a little more productive. I mean, that's just business. Business. Leave me alone. Bee puns are hard. I'm just winging it over here. Buzz off. That's why I should have told you guys, you said buzz off. That would have been beautiful. Hey. Y'all know why the bee was fired from the barbershop? It's because he only knew how to give a buzz cut. All right, we are done. That looks messy and interesting. I like it. High five. Hive five. You get it? Now, seeing as I do at least want to get started on my new base in this episode, but I have already committed to this redstone shop first, I think I need to go ahead and get started on it. So I need to figure out how these buildings are going to connect. I need to figure out what this building is actually going to look like, how we're going to build it, owie, because it is kind of an odd shape. It kind of goes out, like, I don't know, it's kind of slanted here at the back, like how I have it kind of going wider towards this side. Y'all know what I'm talking about, you can see. But I think it's something we can manage, and, you know, I'm looking forward to it. It'll at least give it kind of an interesting shape, hopefully. Anyway, I think at this point, we call the drone on over here. What? Oh, drone? You didn't like that? Oh, that was pretty good. That wasn't even really intentional. I think at this point, we go ahead and call the drone on over here. Put on a little bit of music. Get down to business. Welcome back, everybody. At this point, we have our redstone shop now built. You can see the exterior lights flashing. It is nighttime. I want y'all to see how it looks lit up at night with all the lights going off while it's storing stuff. This is the second shop in the Waterside district, the first being the non-stackables. You see some similarities between the two builds. This will obviously turn a bit greener over time. Once it does, we'll, wax it up and all that mess. But the Wolf Market here at the lower Waterside district is off to a good start, I think. I am happy with it anyway. Let me go ahead and give you guys a quick walk around since it was hard to see the back during the time lapse. We just kind of extended it a little bit. I got a little balcony up there. In fact, I can take you up this to show you the balcony. It's very small, tiny balcony, but a balcony nonetheless. As far as the interior goes, the interior is, all redstone and stuff. And I don't want this. But yeah, this side of the building will connect to this building, so there's no this side of the building. There's not something we need to worry about. Moving on. So, before we get started on the next project that is going to take us to the end of this episode and into the next one, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick storage run. And once I'm done with this, we're going to talk about my new base a little bit. Yeah, this is kind of exciting. This is like the first major project I'm running out of my new base. This is not just a work site. I can get all my stuff here. I have all my storage here, things crafted here. Of course, I do have to go over this way to do any major smelting, but that's fine. It's still convenient. And I'm going to be making this sandstone into smooth sandstone because that is what I want my floor to be. Now, the official entrance to my base is going to be around the back of this building, which is not super convenient, but we are going to have ways to fly in around the front and the sides. So there will be multiple points of entry, which I will likely use more often than the official entrance here. But what I'm thinking is we start a stair set right about here, in case for some reason I need to walk up into my base, in case flying for some reason isn't an option. Otherwise, we're going to be entering through a balcony that will be on the front. Hopefully. And I need to keep in mind, I also need to make sure we have enough space to get down into service our redstone should it need maintenance at any point. But that's something I'll focus on when we work on the interior, which is not what we're doing right now. So we'll probably want to have our main floor at about this height right here. That gives us plenty of room underneath for everything to fit, for us to get down there and work on our redstone and all that mess. Basically, I'm just planning this out right now. So I'm going to take a few minutes to kind of just figure out where everything needs to be, kind of frame this out a little bit, and just kind of get some ideas together. Then I'll be back with you in a few minutes, and we can discuss it. And heck, if we got enough time, maybe even build a little bit of it. As I said, I am pretty excited about this. Okay, I added some barrels around the interior here just to give us a little bit more unsorted storage space for anything I want to manually put in here. And this is not me getting sidetracked. It's a little bit me getting sidetracked, but it's not all me getting sidetracked. You know, sometimes I just have to do other stuff while I'm thinking about what I want to do for other stuff, if that makes sense. And this is the other stuff that I decided to do. Really should have thought about this more before I decided to tack it on to this episode. My goodness. You know what we're going to do? We're going to just start building, because I've been dilly-dallying too much and we need to get some stuff done, so we're going to throw some blocks around and see what becomes of it. This does not look right. This probably needs to come out a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna bring that out a little bit, and then we're gonna throw some blocks around, and what results from that will be the results from that. All right, there we go, and that is looking much better. Okay, so as I said, we're just gonna throw some blocks around. We're gonna basically work mostly only on the front today, and if we like what we do, we'll take it around the rest of the building next episode. But for right now, I just want to get some of this in. Oh, and you know what we're going to use for our main block here on the bottom level? We're going to use mud. We're going to get dirty. Well, mud breaks. It's not that dirty, but, you know, I'm excited. I'm excited for it, because this is my first time building with this block. I think that warrants a little hyperbole. So here's what I'm thinking we could do. We have this place pretty much sectioned off with all these wood pillars, right? And the bottom floor is mostly going to be these mud bricks right here. So we can put in little windows right here. That gives me access to the hoppers and stuff like that. Of course, we won't want to see through those. So I can grab some spruce trapdoors from our storage system, and then we can put these in place of the windows like this. I know it doesn't give me access to all my hoppers. I didn't really plan on needing access to the hoppers, but, you know, it's there. Yeah, you know what? I think I kind of like that. I do think I kind of like that. Now, as far as the upper floor goes, I'm thinking... Yeah, I'm feeling fancy. I'm thinking we might roll with quartz for that. But yeah, that's really all I need to do is start throwing some blocks around, and you know what? I think we got something we might want to roll with. So I think at this point, while I'm feeling inspired, what I'm going to do is start building up the front of this, just kind of see how it looks, see if we're happy with it. And we'll go from there. We'll continue what we don't finish this episode in the next episode. So at this point, let's go ahead and call the drone on over here, put on a little bit of music, and get started on this project. Welcome back, everybody. My new base is officially, those are my rockets. My new base is officially under construction. We've got the first 2 levels of at least the front put together. And you know what? I'm liking how it's coming together so far. Though I'm realizing the block palette for this is similar to our farmhouse over there with the spruce and the white walls, though we did use quartz for this instead of white concrete. Apparently that's just what I like, and you know what? Since I like it, we're going to roll with it because I do plan on living here for a while. But this is going to be a big build, and we only got the front of it done so far. But even though only the front is done, I am feeling pretty good about this because I just like the feel of it. I like the feel of this building right here as we're walking down this road through the Waterside district. It looks good. Everything seems to work, you know? And I can only imagine my view from up there, once this is actually built, it's going to be pretty good too. Something else I want to point out is you'll notice that we do have indicator lights over here on the outside of the building. That way, whenever we're working over here in the Waterside district, we can see when our storage system is running and when we need to hang out in the area to make sure stuff gets put away the right way. Y'all know I like my indicator lights, man. But I do think that's probably where we're going to have to call it for today. We will pick this project up in the next episode. I don't know that we'll get it done in the next episode, but I do plan to make some major progress on it because I really want a place to kick my feet up and relax after all the stuff we've been doing. But I think that's what we're going to call it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please be sure to hit that little thumbs up button. That would mean a whole lot to me. And if you want to see more of Wolfinia, please remember to subscribe. But as always, I just want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I deeply appreciate it. And until next time, this project has got me feeling all warm and buzzy inside. So I will see you guys later.